now, like, but don't worry, you know, I've wrote up a nice message for you, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. Susie Lou, you make some jolly good content. I paid $1,000 for a personal cameo from you, but it hasn't arrived yet. I can't wait, honestly. I stole the money from my local charity because I felt like it will be better spent here. Ooh woo. Sometimes I look at you and think, wow, maybe one day I'll be as talented as you, Susie Lou. Thank you for inspiring me. Hopefully my little message will cheer Susie Lou up. I mean, I put a lot of thought and effort into it. I actually spent 3 weeks crafting up this perfect message, so yeah, smash like. Okay, finally we have Stejo's Twitter, also known as Susie Lou's simping boyfriend. So here we have the first argument he's having, and it's about Tipster. So he and Susie Lou constantly make fun of Tipster and his appearance, and when they get called out for it, instead of saying sorry, they say that it's totally fine to make fun of him because you can change your weight by exercising and stuff, but you can't make fun of Susie Lou because she's absolutely perfect. So let's just read some of the incredible logic going on here. So somebody says that it's not okay to make fun of Tipster's weight, and then Stejo says, because you can't spontaneously produce mass, that's not how physics works. You don't suddenly get morbidly obese from osmosis or photosynthesis. You get morbidly obese by putting an obscene amount of food down your gullet and being static. Now, Tipster actually explained in his video that he struggles with his weight due to a lot of childhood trauma from his dad physically abusing him. On top of that, his depression and anxiety were a constant battle, so eating food was just kind of like a coping to.
What's your number? Tirecraft will help keep you on the road longer. Grabber ATX, exceptional on and off-road performance and durability. Tirecraft, real people servicing real life.
And even after that, like, Stejo and Susie Lou just don't back down, and I don't think they ever will. He then tries to defend Susie Lou again, simping hard. She didn't say anything about anyone's personal appearance. Let me just pull up this picture right here. Yeah, she didn't say anything about Tipster's personal appearance at all. Personally, I see no problem with criticizing people's life choices. I see a problem with insulting things that people can't change about themselves. Why are you lying, Stejo? Like, you did not criticize Tipster's life choices. If you just went up to Tipster and said, hey, I think you should exercise more, it would benefit your health in my opinion. I don't agree with your life choices. That's called criticizing people's life choices. Instead, this is what Susie Lou tweeted out. So this person says, did she not? Then what is this doing here? And then he puts up a tweet of Susie Lou, you know, body shaming. And then Stejo says, sounds like life advice to me. Life advice. This guy's actually delusional. He brings it up, and then we're the ones choosing to die on a hill. Once again, open hypocrisy. Stejo replies by saying, I'd be surprised if you'd be able to get up the freaking hill. Yeah, man, I'm just criticizing his life choices. Like, you're not good people. Don't act like it. Don't pretend you can form an argument to defend yourself here. All you can do is apologize, and but she refused to do so. Like, therefore nobody will forgive you. With Stejo and Susie Lou, you can smell the hatred behind it. It's like they spend every single day rolling in bed, talking and thinking about Tipster, and is this kind of sad? Guys, I swear I went to college. Look, photosynthesis. And then Stejo says, come back when you can afford a toothbrush. Okay, so he proceeds to talk about money here, as if you earned your money in any noble way at all. Like, you just stole anime and reacted to it illegally, so it's pretty obvious your money is not deserved at all, so don't even bother insulting somebody's finances. This has got to be my favorite part because he tries to defend his horrid reaction videos. If you think there's no commentary or analysis, then you haven't watched one of my videos. Don't be disingenuous. How about you don't be disingenuous, because you know what you're doing. These type of people just piss me off because they are so smug with what they do, and they just don't give a shit that they're blatantly like breaking the law. Like, it's fair use. Come on, you gotta respect it. Alright, so Stejo was caught deleting all of his tweets because they were just incriminating him more and more. You can see the type of shit that he tweets out is terrible. Anybody who calls him out, he replies with this meme. No, you can't just delete your tweets. That just proves you're guilty. You're just running away from the truth. You're gonna get what's coming to you no matter how many tweets you delete and how many people you block. We'll keep on coming. You're just desperate people will screenshot and capture the tweets. It's not annoying anyone. Haha, tweet deleter go brr. You can see that through his years of anime reactions, he's really developed a very good sense of humor. Alright, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know a lot of people have been asking for more Suzy Lu videos, but I just kind of tend to wait for 5 things to come out before I cover it, because I don't want to take like one individual thing and just keep stretching it out. So thanks for watching. I always appreciate it. I'll appreciate if you leave a like and subscribe and all that. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Suzy Lu's back at it again. This time we talk about Suzy Lu's past and how she kept insulting this girl called Becky Boop based on her appearance, even though she apparently stands against this concept. So remember how Suzy was so offended by the jokes people were making about her? She could barely even conceive that some evil people on the internet would dare make fun of somebody's appearance, and what do you know, she's done it herself. It's pretty funny how people who take the moral high ground and sit atop a mountain always come crashing down as giant hypocrites. Like, I am truly amazed that Suzy Lu would do such a thing. Some would even say surprised, but our friend Suzy is full of untold stories. I mean, she does watch a lot of anime, so I guess it's pretty fitting how she has like a couple dozen hidden stories herself. Alright, so there's a news channel called Tipster who's been extensively covering Suzy Lu, and he got an interview with Becky Boop, the person Suzy has been making fun of for years. So let's just see what Becky has to say about our pal Suzy Lu.
Well, the 2 big ones were always cleavage and weight. Always making fun of my weight. And this, luckily I'm a pretty strong person, so knock on wood, I got through it just fine. But my weight was always a sensitive issue because I actually struggle with an autoimmune condition that at the time I was doing YouTube was actually disabling for me. So while I was going through that, she would just keep attacking me for my weight. And unfortunately, my weight in large part is due to the medications I take to control that autoimmune condition. So some of it is beyond my control. It was really hurtful, not even so much that like, oh, somebody's calling me fat, I'm gonna cry about it, but more hurtful that somebody could just be so nasty to somebody else and try to get their followers to follow suit. That really took a lot of the fun out of YouTube for me, and ended up being part of why I left.
Alright, so what I'm hearing from this interview is Suzy apparently made fun of Becky so much that she literally quit YouTube, and Becky says she had a condition as well, which made it even harder to lose weight. So we even saw from the last video what kind of things Suzy Lu has said to Becky before, and it's really not painting a good picture for her. Like, that Becky has actually hopped onto an interview to corroborate her story about this, but yeah, I'm not gonna question Queen Suzy Lu, am I? Alright, so Suzy Lu has actually responded to all the Becky Boop drama, and her response is absolutely terrible. Hey Becky, remember when you emailed me last year saying you wanted to bury everything and move on? Now suddenly when Suzy Lu is trending, you jump on it for clout. So much for moving on, eh. Next rumor to squash, please. That's right, Becky, remember when I made fun of you last year and you wanted me to stop making fun of you, so you tried to bury the hatchet and become friends so you don't have to deal with this kind of harassment regularly? Yeah, well, I think you're a clout chaser, and you're definitely not just sharing your story when you found the prime opportunity to.
Man, this game's boring. Isn't there any good game out there that's free?
I really don't get the clout argument at all. Like, Suzy Lu is being exposed quite a bit right now, so obviously Becky would feel more confident in bringing her story forward, because people would just cast her aside if she did it before, because Suzy Lu is obviously YouTube's golden girl, but now Becky actually has a voice, you know? I really hate how she says everything is a rumor, as if like nothing's going on right now and people are just making up conspiracy theories. get a hold of yourself. Oh yeah, and then Susie Lou proceeded to leak a private email with Becky. Hey Susie, just wanted to send you a DM, but you didn't have the option, so sending you a quick email instead. I haven't been on YouTube in ages, and I'm not sure when I'll be back, to be honest, but I wanted to reach out to you and say I hope we can put the past behind us. We've both said a lot of nasty stuff, and I'm not sure how your life has been, but I've personally been through a shitload of trauma, and I've been away from YouTube, and whatever negative feelings there were between us are dwarfed in comparison. Hoping we can have a fresh start. Not saying we need to be BFFs or anything, although it was nice when we were friendly. I just prefer for there not to be any animosity toward each other. At least on my end, whatever negative feelings there were are gone. Congrats on your channel, by the way. Glad to see the hard work has paid off for you. Alright, so after reading that email, I concluded that it's obviously someone trying to squash beef. Like, I prefer there not to be any animosity. Congrats on your channel, blah blah blah. It's like if you have a person really annoying you in school and you can't be bothered to fight them anymore, so you're just like, okay, let me squash the beef, say something nice, maybe they'll leave me alone, you know? And then Susie goes, this shows she was not being harassed by me because you don't apologize to your harasser, do you? That has got to be one of the most ignorant takes I've ever seen. Like, a lot of people do apologize to their harasser. It's actually pretty common because when a person is being a dick and you want them to leave you alone, you just kind of do whatever it takes to get them to go away. You just apologize, even if you didn't do anything wrong. You say nice stuff to them. You just want them to go away. In some cases, you might have even been gaslighted, and then you probably thought you were in the wrong. It's really common, actually, and the fact that you don't recognize that kind of speaks volumes about you. I like how Susie doesn't show any proof of Becky being mean to her. Like, she might have been. She even said it in the email herself, but I don't think, like, what both of you said was comparable at all, because Becky has proof and she has receipts. She has those previous tweets, like disgusting tweets pretty much, and you seem to have nothing, so that's pretty interesting.
When she wants to be friendly with you, she can actually be extremely sweet and extremely charming. But when we were talking during that conversation, I remember her saying how she actually couldn't stand dealing with a lot of her fans because they were so needy and clingy and took up so much of her energy. And out of our whole conversation, that's what I remembered. I wish I had access to the recording.
And then Becky says that Susie gets really annoyed with her fans. I mean, it's not like it makes a difference at all because her fans are completely invested in her, but like, you could expose Susie for the worst type of stuff, which she has actually been exposed for, and they will just pretty much continue supporting her. It's really stupid. But I'm more inclined to believe Becky because Susie Lou has like a Patreon, her own website, she has a Discord, so she has to manage a lot of stuff, and she has to give her fans quote-unquote entertainment for the money they're giving her, and instead of being happy that her fans are supporting her, she kind of takes it like a chore. Oh god, they paid me $5. I guess I have to sit down for 5 minutes today. Like, oh, I gotta record something for these special fans, I guess. Like, they're only supporting me directly by giving me money out of their own free will to pay my rent and buy my food. But I guess I'll sit down for 5 minutes and react to someone's stolen content. Maybe I'll do it if I'm feeling good today. Like, it just kind of reminds me of Invader V. You know that Twitch streamer that shamed her fans for not donating money to her? It just comes off as really ungrateful, and it leaves a shitty taste in my mouth.
So with the allergic reaction, one of the medications I was put on to control my autoimmune condition, I had a bad allergic reaction to, and I couldn't breathe. You know, I had to go to the hospital. It was a really, really scary thing, as I'm sure you could imagine. I had never had a reaction that badly before in my life. And as I was in the hospital, she was attacking me on Twitter when I couldn't defend myself. So I was in the hospital for something completely, just because of this medication I took, I couldn't breathe. And then she decides to make it about my weight and say, oh, I'm in the hospital because I'm fat.
Oh my god. Who actually sits there and makes fun of someone with a health condition? Like, imagine you're in a hospital after an allergic reaction and you're struggling to breathe, and Susie Lou goes on Twitter saying you're only in the hospital because you're fat. Jeepers, man. That's below the belt, honestly. Like, my mind is being blown here. I knew Susie did some scummy things, but this is, Alright, so I just like to address this tweet over here. Can confirm Susie Liu is not getting sued, lol. I feel like I need to make this a daily reminder for gullible folk online. You mean your fans? Bro, like, if anybody's gullible... Okay, I'm not gonna... If I was being sued, I think I'd know about it before a bunch of randoms on the internet. That's right, you bunch of pathetic randoms on the internet. How many subscribers do you have, bro? 5? Pathetic. You random on the internet? Come up to my level, bro. I'm Susie Liu. If I was being sued, I'd know about it. Like, what even is this tweet? Now go play outside, you bunch of bored saddos. Now this last statement is truly beautiful. Like, first off, go play outside, really? We're in quarantine right now, like, come on. Susie Liu the type of girl to go outside during quarantine because she wants to react to Naruto episode 304 on the park bench. And then we have you bunch of bored saddos. I don't think I've ever heard anybody on the internet use the term saddos, and I've played like freaking RuneScape, League of Legends for 5 years, like bruh, I've heard all the insults, but saddos, that's gotta be like the lowest tier insult. Like, you could chuck a flower at me and it would do more damage than calling me a saddo, like bruh. And that goddamn cheeky blush at the end, like she's so happy like nothing is going on in her life at all. She's just chilling watching Naruto, bro. Not like she's gonna face a lawsuit anytime soon. Not like people on the internet are exposing you left and right for being a scummy person. And not like your Patreon just got deleted, which got you $10,000 a month. Yeah, I'm just chilling, bro. I'm Susie Liu. Alright, man, I can't be asked with her anymore. That's about it. I pray this is the last video on her, but anyways, hope you enjoyed. Be sure to smash the like button if you did. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, stay awesome, stay floor gang, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Alright, Susie Liu is in real hot water right now, and I'm absolutely loving it because she's being exposed left and right by a lot of channels on YouTube, and she's barely holding on at this point. She had to purge her Patreon completely, tweets are coming out of her body.